there are some really wild and weird narratives going around that are really starting to irk me. And those narratives are between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. And inside of these narratives are a lot of gatekeeping for Roman Reigns. Now, without any further ado, let's sit back and unbox some of these narratives that have been going around the IWC. Now, you may ask, well, that's a question. How is that a narrative? Well, that question, there's more to it than it seems. For example, someone may say Cody Rhodes should beat Roman Reigns for the title at WrestleMania. It's his time. And for someone who is arguing that Roman Reigns should be victorious at WrestleMania will rebut and ask, well, if Cody Rhodes does win, what will be next? Basically insinuating that Cody Rhodes will go flat when he wins the title. When I say this, I am not trying to compare Cody Rhodes to John Cena, but all the times that John Cena won the world title, think about it. A lot of those times, the fans were booing this man out of the building, and he was a face, and nobody made any complaints about it or said, oh, he's stale. Nobody. But before Cody Rhodes could win his first world title, we're assuming that he's going to go stale after he wins the belt. So let me get this straight. Cody Rhodes should not go over Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, because after he wins the belt, he could go stale and it won't be as interesting as the chase was. So basically, whenever Cody Rhodes wins the belt, whether it be at WrestleMania, 6 months after that, 7 months after that, he's gonna go stale regardless by way of that statement. Because by saying he's going to go stale because it's not gonna be as good as the chase, whenever he wins that belt, that statement is inevitable. And it's only really an opinion to gatekeep for why Roman Reigns should keep his title. Because I'm sure that The Rock and Roman Reigns is not going down at WrestleMania 40. That will most likely take place at the next year's WrestleMania 41. So therefore, The Rock, we know his schedule. He's not going to be around a lot. So in the meantime, I can pose the same question about Roman Reigns. What will be next for him? You can ask the same question that these guys want to ask for Cody Rhodes. But for Cody Rhodes, I feel there's a lot that he can do, because he hasn't faced and beat everybody on the roster like Roman Reigns did. If Cody Rhodes is to beat Roman Reigns, he will have many new superstars that he can face on the SmackDown roster that he hasn't faced yet. Because the Universal title at this current moment is exclusive to SmackDown, unless that changes for Cody Rhodes. And plus, the Superstar Shakeup comes into play every year, so Cody Rhodes will have new people that he can intertwine with in storylines. Cody Rhodes will have many new things to experiment with. But on the other hand, if Roman Reigns retains the title at WrestleMania 40, what will he do in the meantime waiting on The Rock for WrestleMania 41? And we want to talk about stale. Just before The Rock came back into the picture, the bloodline was not as hot as it once was, not even close. So if Roman Reigns allegedly retains the title at WrestleMania 40, and with me assuming that The Rock will go away for some time until somewhere around WrestleMania 41, Roman Reigns in this bloodline storyline will be right back to where they were before The Rock came back recently and cut that head of the table promo. Living in mediocrity. The Rock is bringing this storyline back to life. Now, if he goes away for some time and doesn't show his face, that hurts the momentum of the storyline, because what will Roman Reigns be doing in the meantime? Thanks to Bully Ray, aka Bubba Ray Dudley, everyone in favor of Roman Reigns going over at WrestleMania 40 have this go-to talking point that Cody Rhodes should finish his story at MSG, because it's quote-unquote consistent of how the story should be told, because Dusty got the title stolen from him at MSG. And what I say to that is bull. From now all the way till July, WWE has their confirmed locations for their events. And none of those events say MSG, unless we have Cody Rhodes win the title at a live event that is not televised, and we're going to say Cody Rhodes became the WWE champion on a live event where nobody got to see it on TV, and only the fans in attendance got to experience that moment. We want Cody Rhodes to finish the story at MSG, no matter when, doesn't matter when, but we want the finish at MSG, and WWE has no current bookings for MSG keep that in mind. Therefore, it leads me to my conclusion that Cody Rhodes, if he is not victorious at WrestleMania 40, he won't become WWE champion or finish his story anytime soon after that. And now you run the risk of the fans becoming tired of this whole finish the story, because every time he loses, there's an excuse. What will he say the night after WrestleMania 40 if he is to lose? It will be a copy and paste of last year. And now you would have killed the momentum of your top babyface. And for what? The money is in the chase. And while I do agree with that statement, you guys let me know in the comment section below. What chase for the WWE title in the modern era has been 2 years or potentially almost 3? Because there have been some great chases for the WWE title in recent times. Daniel Bryan, his chase for the title wasn't a whole calendar year. Then you could go all the way to Kofi Kingston. His chase for the title wasn't all calendar year. And Cody Rhodes is having a chase quite similar to theirs as a babyface. And I didn't hear anyone saying that Daniel Bryan was rushed. And it didn't take him nearly as long as it's taken Cody Rhodes to get that final crowning achievement of the WWE Championship. And actually, at least Daniel Bryan won the WWE Championship for him to have to go back and chase it. Cody didn't even win it yet. So this whole idea that he is being rushed is a crock of shit. Now, this infatuation with Roman Reigns breaking Hulk Hogan's record really needs to stop. That record is not that important for Roman Reigns to get at the expense of Cody Rhodes, who is a 2-time Royal Rumble winner and would have faced Roman Reigns for a second time in the main event of WrestleMania, all to lose again just for Roman Reigns to surpass this record. And after that, what will Roman Reigns be doing? What? The funny thing is, Roman Reigns doesn't have to surpass Hogan's record. That reign that Hulk Hogan had will not be more memorable than the reign that Roman Reigns has had thus far. The fandom of Roman Reigns are so psyched out that they care so much about this record making his resume look prettier that they don't care how it makes Cody Rhodes look in the long run or how it may affect Cody Rhodes in the long run. The most important thing about Roman Reigns right now in his future is The Rock versus Roman Reigns. It should not be that record. Are we not getting that this man, by far, is the longest reigning champion of the modern era in WWE? In my opinion, this type of monumental achievement won't be done again. It won't be duplicated again. He has been champion for 3 years and almost 2 months. Having him surpass Hulk Hogan is an unnecessary cherry on top. Why is it an unnecessary cherry on top? Your top babyface would have won 2 back-to-back Royal Rumbles, main evented WrestleMania 2 times in a row, and lost 2 times in a row. I am quite sure that that has never happened in the history of WWE. And at WrestleMania 40, if Roman Reigns retains, there are not going to be a lot of fans happy about that. Last year we seen the reaction. Imagine what the reaction will be this year at WrestleMania. It's going to be very ugly. Roman Reigns' fall from grace needs to start at WrestleMania 40 by him losing the title to Cody Rhodes, then everything else after that to start a new character arc for him to plant the seeds for his mega match against The Rock at next year's WrestleMania.